Hi, I'm Janie Bishop, and today I'm going to talk about preparing to downsize. Sometimes it takes a while to make the decision to downsize and what options you have in terms of where to move or if you're considering a senior community. And in the meantime, if you would like to prepare for it, I recommend working on the reducing the contents of your house. And this way, if you decide to stay where you are, it's probably still a good thing. In terms of reducing, the absolute first place I would start is if you have a storage space. I am sometimes surprised at how expensive storage spaces are, and especially if you've had other relatives predecease you, you may have ended up with too much stuff and not quite sure what to do with it and ended up with a storage space. And I hate to say it, I know people myself that have put it there and left it there for a few years because they were just a little overwhelmed. I would empty out the storage space entirely, because if it's something you need, you should probably have it at your own house or garage. And if not, it's probably not worth paying the rent on the storage space for. The second category I would work on reducing is clothes, including accessories and shoes. If you are of a retirement age, you probably don't need a number of the professional clothes. And as workplaces have become more casual anyway, you probably still don't need them. So I would keep a few good pieces, but there are a number you could probably donate. And of course, there are charities that help job seekers, and so they would really find a good home. The third category I would work on reducing is books. I know we all think we're going to reread things many times, but we often don't. In my family, we have a book club and people exchange, which works nicely because then hardcover books get 4 or 5 readings. That or the Los Angeles Public Library will take many books, including a few years ago I had to find a home for a set of Encyclopedia Britannica, which I thought was going to be tough, but the LA Public Library took it. There is also over on Platt a Goodwill store that is devoted to books, and that's a good home for them. The fourth category I would work on is small kitchen appliances. For example, you may have a variety of coffee makers or crepe makers or juicers that you don't use on a regular basis, and you would be surprised at how much space you clear out, and plus you'll find it a little bit rewarding to move them on to somewhere where they'll get used on a regular basis. If you would like help developing a plan to work on reducing, or information about charities that will accept certain items, let me know. I'm happy to help. I hope you'll watch my other videos on downsizing.